Much of the focus is on LG and Samsung, but Sony's got a few tricks up their sleeves as well, and they're demonstrating it with their latest high-end smartphone, the Sony Xperia Z1. I'm Aaron Baker from PhoneDog.com. The Z1's in the house. Let's take a look in the full unboxing and first look to see if this thing can compete with the Note 3, the S4, and the HTC One. I gotta be honest with you, we've already unboxed the Sony Xperia Z1, but what we're gonna do is take a quick look at what comes in the box and do a quick hardware walkthrough of the actual device. This is Sony's bread and butter, the top of the line in the Xperia lineup of devices right now, and specs-wise, this thing is no slouch. It competes in every single category against other devices like the Galaxy Note 3, the Galaxy S4, the HTC One, the iPhone 5S, and the litany of other high-end devices out there on the market. Now, if you're wondering where you can get this device, you can pick it up at gsmnation.com for $749. Just follow the link right here and we'll get you right over there and you can pick up your very own. And I should point out that their version that they're selling works on AT&T and on T-Mobile as well. It supports LTE additionally on T-Mobile. So if you're rocking T-Mobile, you can pick up LTE, as you can see with my SIM card that's in the device right now. Rocking LTE connectivity up here on this unlocked Sony Xperia Z1 or Z1 as a lot of people call it. Now specs wise, again, no slouch here. 2.2 gigahertz quad core Snapdragon 800 CPU, 20.7 megapixel camera on the back of this device. You've got 2 gigabytes of RAM, a beautiful 3000 milliamp hour non-removable battery, which you know I love my big batteries. Great to have that in the device even though it is non-removable, and all of this is in an 8.5 millimeter thin shell, which is really impressive all around. This thing is water resistant, dust resistant as well, and it resembles very closely the Xperia Z in terms of overall product design language. You've got the power button over on the right spine along with your volume rocker and camera shortcut button. Speaker down here at the bottom. Over here you got a dock area. You got your micro USB charging port and a micro SD card slot as well, both of those covered by flaps as you can see. And then up top, your 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. If you're wondering what this is, micro SIM card slot right here, and of course your camera on the back with Sony's logo rocking it right back there. Really nice looking device all around. You can get this in black, you can get it in white, you can get it in purple. As you see right here, GSM Nation has it available in black, and it's running Android 4.2 Jelly Bean with Sony's user interface, formerly called Timescape, and you still see some of those elements we'll take a look at in just a second. You can see here USB cable out of the box. You get the earbuds as well. You get the AC adapter module here where the USB cable plugs in, and this is the European AC adapter module, I should say, so you can see that there. And then Sony instructions, Wise Informagi, Carta, I'm not even going to try. Sony instruction manuals all come here in the box with the device itself. But let's take a look at the actual unit itself. It's another Snapdragon 800 device to hit the market, and you can see Timescape even within itself, or I should say Sony's user interface. Even I have the bad habit, or I rather have the bad habit of calling it Timescape. But you can see some changes here. First of all, we'll scroll to the left and you can easily see categories, own order, alphabetical, most used, installed, Play Store, Sony Select, and more, and then of course your applications. And you're going to see a couple of Polish-based, this is a Polish Sony Xperia Z1, so you're going to see a couple of applications that are very specific to that region. Things like this that I can't pronounce. Gangstar, Rio, City of, Mujo Janina Player, Muzo Janina, whatever. Navi Expert Plus, Pixel Express, Promenada Pulsa, Smart Connect. So you get the Sony stuff here as well. Update Center, which apparently has one new update. Walkman, and then of course all the Sony stuff. Walkman, album, movies, Sony Select. So you get that Sony ecosystem out of the box here as well. And you have a lanyard hole down here at the bottom, but you can see little things have changed. Things like the menu area here, it looks a little bit different. You've got your on-screen buttons on this 5-inch 1080p HD display. Beautiful display. You know, I love my 5-inch displays. I think it's a great sweet spot for a lot of people, and yes, sweet spots change. So for those people that, you know, heard me 2 years ago say 4.3 inches was the perfect sweet spot, well, sizes have changed, times have changed. 5 inches is great for a lot of people because it's still pocketable for the most part. It's still travel-wise pretty decent for one-handed operation. And again, this thing is fast all around. Let's take a quick look at the internet browser. Let's go to PhoneDog.com. It's on GSM Nation right now, which is where you can pick up this device if you want to. PhoneDog.com. And special thanks to them for hooking us up with a review unit as well. Always great to have a great partnership like that. Thank you to GSM Nation. And while this is loading, special thanks to our partners at Best Buy Mobile as well for giving us devices for using our One-Pawed Bandit giveaway game, which is free to you on the site. When you walk into Best Buy Mobile, you'll walk out working. They'll get your email, your web, your contacts, all that good stuff set up. So when you walk out the door, you don't have to waste your time setting stuff up. You walk out the door working, at Best Buy Mobile. So PhoneDog.com loaded up right there. Again, everything seems to be pretty quick on this device. I see little to no lag, at least in quick day-to-day use here. I need to put this to the test before I review it, but you can see here everything seems to be pretty zippy all around. And of course, we'll have speed tests, both network speed tests and actual device speed test via Quadrant Standard and Antutu later in the week. So keep it locked on PhoneDog.com for that. We'll also take a look at messaging here, because if you're like me, you send a lot of emails, maybe you text message on a regular basis, and you want to see what the keyboard looks like out of the box. Now you can see Sony's made some changes to the keyboard itself here. It does look a little bit different. And I have to laugh at the vibrations on this device. And I don't know if you can hear them in the camera, but let's see. Quick Brown Fox, or hear him in the microphone, I should say, is happy to be here in the office. Quick Brown Fox is happy to be here in the office. It almost sounds like a kind of like a bicycle, or a bike rather, trying to start. It's like ner, 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 every time you do the vibration. So I do find that kind of funny. Not really any different from the Xperia Z and Sony's previous couple of devices, but funny nonetheless. And you can see again on-screen buttons right here with Android 4.2. This one does change. It's a live button that changes to whatever is relevant to that particular screen. But overall, Timescape user interface here with 4.2, you got your shortcuts in the notification area, and then shortcuts to settings, and down through here, tabbed out, or not tabbed out, organized rather, by wireless and networks, device, personal, accounts, and system. So you can see here personalization, call settings, sound, theme. I can go through here and change my theme rather, air. That looks pretty cool. We'll change it to air. Or as I like to say, earth, sunny, silk, heat. A couple of different color themes here. Happen to be a fan of green, although my fiance tells me my favorite color really is blue. I think it's green, so we're gonna change it to green and go through and take a look at the actual device. So you can see 5 lock screens with the ability to add additional lock screens to total 7 lock screens. And of course, you got shortcuts to your widgets, your apps, your wallpapers, and your themes here as well. And I can scroll through quickly through my widgets and see all of those. For example, weather, come through here, pop that down on one of the home screens, and I can tap it to set it up and go into Dallas and take a look at what the weather's like in Dallas. And right now, actually, it's running on 3G on T-Mobile. Again, keep in mind, hey, my phone's ringing. Keep in mind, again, Dallas, Texas right here, LTE on T-Mobile, 3G, HSPA Plus on AT&T, so keep that in mind. Keep it locked on PhoneDog.com for more. I don't know who's calling me. I'm looking over at the caller ID and I do not recognize it, but that's okay. The video must go on, my friends. Keep it locked on PhoneDog.com. I'm on Twitter at PhoneDog_Aaron. I'm on Facebook at Facebook.com/Hi Aaron Baker. And let me know what you want to see covered in the Sony Xperia Z1 as we roll into the review, the dogfights, and more. Let me know what you want to see out of Sony's new flagship device. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time.